The carer's allowance scandal, a system failing vulnerable individuals. For 6 years, a shocking oversight within the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, has plunged thousands of carers into crippling debt. The revelation? A deliberate policy to investigate only 50% of earnings limit alerts for carers' allowance, leaving countless individuals unknowingly accumulating massive overpayments. This systemic failure, exposed by The Guardian, paints a grim picture of a welfare system seemingly designed to punish rather than support those who dedicate their lives to caring for others. The consequences are devastating. Carers in England and Wales, receiving £83.30 per week, face a cliff-edge penalty for exceeding the £191 weekly earnings limit. Going just £1 over for a year doesn't result in a £52 repayment, but a staggering £4,330. This punitive system, coupled with the DWP's chronic understaffing and delayed processing of HMRC earnings data, has created a financial nightmare for many. The DWP's failure to utilize real-time earnings alerts from HMRC, a system promised to eradicate overpayments 6 years ago, has allowed this crisis to fester. Instead of proactive intervention, the department has prioritized internal financial targets, choosing to investigate only half of all alerts. This, according to the National Audit Office, was a deliberate policy decision, a calculated risk prioritizing short-term cost-cutting over the long-term well-being of vulnerable individuals. The result? A staggering £250 million owed by 144,000 carers, a debt burden impacting their financial security and mental health. The Guardian's investigations have uncovered a system riddled with inequities. Some carers receive alerts within weeks of exceeding the limit, while others accumulate years of overpayments before facing repayment demands often exceeding £20,000. This creates a cruel lottery, where the financial consequences are determined by sheer luck rather than systematic oversight. The emotional toll, alongside the financial strain, is immeasurable. The situation exposes a deep flaw in a system intended to support those providing invaluable care, instead trapping them in a cycle of debt and anxiety. The human cost is undeniable. Helen Walker, Chief Executive of Carers UK, aptly describes the situation. When the alerts target was set at 50%, thousands of carers were missed and experienced large and damaging overpayments in a situation that could have been largely avoided. The ongoing backlog, even with the DWP's promised increase in staff, will only exacerbate the problem, leading to a further rise in overpayment debts. The backlog represents not just a financial burden, but a continuing erosion of trust in a system designed to provide crucial support. The DWP's response, while acknowledging the problem, rings hollow. Their promise of extra staff to process the backlog and implement affordable repayment plans falls short of addressing the core issue: a systemic failure to utilize readily available data to prevent overpayments in the first place. The pledge to signpost carers to independent advice services is a gesture of minimal assistance, offering little solace to those grappling with massive debt and the profound emotional distress it causes. The situation cries out for systemic reform. An independent government-commissioned review, expected this summer, is a critical step, but it shouldn't be seen as a solution in itself. The review must delve into the root causes of this scandal, examining not only the operational failures, but also the policy decisions that led to this crisis. It must address the inherent flaws in a system that prioritizes cost-cutting over the well-being of those who dedicate their lives to caring for others. This is not simply a matter of financial mismanagement. It's a profound ethical failure. The DWP's actions have not only caused immense financial hardship for countless carers, but have also eroded public trust in a system that should be providing crucial support and protection. A genuine new settlement for carers requires more than just promises. It demands a complete overhaul of the carers' allowance system, ensuring that those providing vital care are not punished for their dedication, but instead supported and protected. The scandal demands not just a solution to the immediate debt crisis, but a fundamental shift in the approach to carer support, one that prioritizes human dignity and financial security above budgetary constraints. The current system is failing, and a complete and lasting reform is urgently needed. The voices of those affected must be heard, and the systemic issues must be addressed decisively. The time for half measures is over. A full and transparent investigation, leading to substantial reform, is the only acceptable outcome. The well-being of carers deserves nothing less.